Hello, my name is Rich Risbridger and I teach at Asheville Community Yoga. Asheville Community Yoga is a fabulous yoga studio that is a nonprofit organization, and it's dedicated, just as I am, to making yoga available for everyone. Today we're going to be talking about a pose, one of my favorites, called Marichyasana A. Now, as a teacher, my background comes primarily from Ashtanga yoga, though I also have a background in various forms of vinyasa yoga. But Marichyasana A is one of the crucial poses in the Ashtanga primary series. And I'm going to show it to you for every level of practitioner. So we're going to start basic, and we're going to move deep, deep, deep into the pose, all the little subtle details. But if you're just starting with this pose, just starting with yoga, don't worry about that stuff at the end. It's what's to come, if you wish. And if you've been doing a lot of yoga, don't worry at the beginning. We're going to get deep into this pose, and I've got a special treat for you at the very end. So let's begin. Marichyasana A begins. We're just going to do it on one side for the sake of the length of the video. And I'm going to have my left leg out straight to start. The right knee is going to come up into the shoulder armpit region, and you're going to want to have a full hand's distance between your right foot and your left leg. Really just take your hand and put it there. That keeps the knee right over the ankle, provides for good alignment and health for the knee. One of the crucial aspects of setting up this pose is the hand of the knee that isn't bent, the straight leg, in this case the left. And that's going to come behind me with the fingertips pointing back, and that's going to help propel the body forward. So you can take, here's the right arm, to the inside of the right knee, and you're going to reach forward as far as you can. Now for some folks that might be really far. For other folks, you might be back here. That's fine. So this is where the pose starts, trying to keep the back straight, sternum coming forward, heart forward. You may just be here. You're going to try and wrap your arm around. If it doesn't wrap, just set the hand down on the floor someplace that's comfortable and try to get that forward motion. Notice my front left foot flexed, toes coming back to the face. This leg is alive, engaged, active, though there's no strain anywhere in the pose. As you move further forward, the arm reaches forward and you start to be able to get the shoulder and elbow around, so it starts to be able to wrap around the back. You'll find that there's a bind here. So I'm going to spin around so you can see how that works. You're reaching, you're reaching, you're reaching. Maybe you need a strap. So here's your strap. Let the hands come down comfortably, possibly right down to the ground. Maybe you're a little closer than that. You want to work with a towel. You work with your towel. If you're going really far into the pose, and I need to put my hand behind me like I was saying and reach forward to do this, the arms are up around it, you'll bind the hands, eventually the wrist, and once you've got the wrist, you can even straighten the arm. So let's take a look at what that looks like from the side. So here we are. We've got our left arm behind us, we're propelling ourselves forward, reaching forward with the sternum more than with the nose. Arm wraps around, takes your bind. If you've got the bind nice and solid, then you're going to see how I removed that rounding from the back, leading with the sternum, coming forward over that straight front left leg. The traditional dristi in Ashtanga is the big toe. I recommend it, looking at those toes. And you extend forward. Now, if you're really comfortable, and you've been doing this pose for a while, you're going to pull back with the arm, lead forward with the sternum, and push forward with the knee. And there is your full pose. And here is the treat at the end. Marichyasana is, in my opinion, the secret key to Bakasana, crow pose. You'll notice what's happening here on the left side. It's what's happening in crow. So, you can take the hands down. This is also how you do the advanced vinyasa and Ashtanga, and it leads right into half crow. Lift up, bring the left leg in, lean forward, and there is your half crow. So that has been Marichyasana A pose named after the sage Marichi and son of Brahma. And from all the way from the beginning when you're just starting to the really fancy cool stuff you can do if you've dedicated yourself to the pose. Thanks so much. I'm Rich Risbridger with Asheville Community Yoga.